Good morning, and we are here with Representative Brian Echevarria from House District 82 in Cabarrus County, North Carolina. My name is Steve Taschereau, and I am the district captain for Convention of States in House District 82. So I am a constituent, and we thank you first for taking the time to let us interview you today. It's great to be able to talk with you. We're going to just ask you some questions this morning, and just have a conversation. So the first question I wanted to ask you this morning was, what is it that inspired you to get into public service?
Well, that was a long road, lots of prayer. I never thought I'd be in public service, actually. The first time my eyes were effectively open, personal impact, was actually 2019. In 2019, my parents, they're 25 and 30-year veterans of the Navy. And they moved from China Grove to York, South Carolina because of the policy. They're both 100% disabled. So they had to move. They're on fixed income because of the tax policies. And that was the first time I said, man, government just changed my life. Grandma and grandpa weren't 15 minutes away from their grandchildren anymore. Now they're an hour and 10 minutes away. So that's probably the first time my eyes were open, and then I think everybody got a healthy dose of wake up in 2020.
Absolutely. We talked about this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway because I like the books. I like the books that you're reading. What book are you reading right now?
American Leviathan. Don't ask me who the author is because I don't remember his name, the author, but I'm reading American Leviathan. It's about how basically what we call the deep state, the big bureaucracy, how it came into being, what's the vision behind it, and what has been the catalyst for its growth. So I'm about a third of the way through. It's really good. I mean, we've had some visionary presidents who envisioned something that's not necessarily what the founders envisioned, and now we're trying to beat that back.
I see you got a Bible on your desk. You did show me a copy of your daily devotion.
Yes.
And so we are thankful. We are thankful for that. That you are a man who is following after God.
Doing my best.
And we thank you for that. What are some of the biggest concerns that you hear from your constituents back in House District 82?
Oh, that's easy. Property taxes. I mean, property taxes have gone up. Our county budget has ballooned from $300 million to $550 million in 5 years. And obviously, people don't realize it. We say property taxes and home values and tax rate, but the truth is they're deciding how much of a family's money they're going to take because they own a home. And so that's the number one thing. People on fixed income, our veterans do not have those advantages. And we really wouldn't need legislation. I introduced House Bill 432. It's become a study because I'm saying overhaul the whole system. But I introduced the bill, House Bill 432, and the truth is, we only need that bill because county commissions and local governments have been irresponsible. We wouldn't need the state to intervene and say, hey, you're taking people's homes. You're taxing people's inheritance. And I say inheritance because in District 82, the typical homeowner gives 10% of their income to state and local government. That's your gas tax, income tax, everything. 10% is life-changing for a family. Life-changing. Just half of that could mean an enormous amount of life insurance. It could mean weddings. It could mean a whole lot of things that now, not including the IRS, you're talking 10%. Families are suffocating for the long term. They have nothing to leave. It's terrible.
What do you believe is the best way for the people of our state to reclaim power from the federal government?
Ooh, well, that's the convention. We have to get it. And I'm no expert on the subject of the convention. I understand the whole concept. And because I understand the concept, I understand the need. I mean, we have a lot that has to change. We need term limits. We need to demand constitutionally a balanced budget. We need our elected representatives to be employed by the people they represent. So instead of them being an employee in DC, they need to be an employee here, which is one of the things that I really want to safeguard for me. So being new, fresh out of the grass, that's what I say. I'm fresh out of the grass. I'm closest to the sentiment of the people. But I'm new, which also makes me naive and inexperienced. What I don't like is when someone goes to Washington, or in my case, someone goes to Raleigh, and all of a sudden, they become the representatives of the government to the people instead of the people to the government. They come back and they become apologists for government. And I want to resist that, and I would like to see that changed. I would like to see that changed.
How can COS Grassroots help you with your legislative priorities?
I think you guys do it. So, I mean, obviously, COS Grassroots, you're really pushing for the Convention of States, but there's probably a couple of other issues that when you go office to office, if you advocated and kind of made a mention of the property tax, I mean, around here, big bills. So in DC, they like big, beautiful bills. Here, we want small bites or people get a little skittish if there's too many moving pieces. House Bill 432 is a complete overhaul. So it's tough to go through and get as much support as you would have if you just put it piece by piece. So I've learned that. So anything you could do to kind of say, hey, this is going to impact North Carolinians. So while we're pushing for the convention, here's a little literature on, some free enterprise, property taxes, whatever the case may be. That would be amazing.
What are the biggest hurdles here in getting meaningful legislation passed?
When you come in, it's interesting because you come in with about this much perspective, right? And then you find out that there's this many issues in the state. And so the biggest hurdle, I wouldn't even call it a hurdle, just simply takes time because everyone's focused on a particular thing. So to get the attention is complicated because I'm busy, they're busy. And I'll tell you, it's the people in this building are formidable. These men and women are elected. They represent a group of people who said you're the best option. And they're intelligent. So you have to present a good argument. But the problem with a good argument is it has to be short because everyone's busy. So the only obstacle is, hey, getting the attention because they mean well. These folks are here to do well. We might not agree on what good is, okay? But I think we're here to do good. So we might not agree on good, but when we do find good, if you could persuade them that it's good, they'll be on board.
You talked about being just out of the grass.
Mm-hmm.
So Cabarrus County, District 82, District 83, District 73 is all Representative Almond, Representative Campbell, and yourself, all
Yes.
fresh out of the grass.
Fresh out of the grass.
How is that going?
Oh man, these guys are amazing. Almond, Campbell, amazing. Their legislation. And what's interesting is we all have our little slice. It's not the same slice. So Cabarrus County's delegation, I'm proud to be a part of it because we all have this slice and we support each other. I mean, some of the things that Dr. Campbell has brought forth for veterans, prior authorization, Almond is big on the MAHA movement, dealing with some of those things. And we come together and it's like, man, Cabarrus County has a great spectrum of coverage here. And yeah, they're great guys.
And I know you're busy. Family time is probably hard to come by. I know where I could find you on Sunday, but what are you doing back in the district? I know we see you around at this and that, and so what are you doing in your spare time, so to speak, getting back with your constituents in House District 82?
Well, one of the things, since I got involved, I'm available. I'm the cup of coffee guy. I'm the pop-up meeting, come talk to me guy, right? So I try to maintain that. You get home, you're tired. I have work, I have children. I want to be at swim practice and football 7-on-7 games. So what I do, if his constituent reaches out to me, instead of saying I'm busy, what I'll try to do is say, hey man, I have to be at my children's practice. Why don't you come talk to me out there? And so I invite them so that I don't take away from the things I have to do with the 2 days a week I get. but I also have the opportunity to sit with constituents. And, you know, we have great constituents. Agree or disagree. Sometimes they disagree. I would say 98% of the time they're super respectful in that disagreement and they're willing to hear the explanation. So we have, I don't know about 73 and 83, but I know District 82, we have a very kind constituency. And, you get the unique 3%, but they don't want to meet with you. So that's okay.
What would you like to add to our interview? Anything on your mind? Anything going on right now here in Raleigh that folks need to know about, hear about?
Well, I can tell you what's going on in my mind all the time. So, two things. Number one, I'm a part of the kingdom of God. We have to protect religious freedom in North Carolina. I filed a bill called the RFRA, Religious Freedom Restoration Act. And if that was in place, 2020 wouldn't have happened to the churches. So I'm working for that. But, I'll say this, keep America first, Carolina first. Let's make America great again. The only thing that I fear that I want to tell all of our constituents, it didn't end when President Trump got elected. That was the beginning of an opportunity. And we have to carry that opportunity through with that perspective, because when America is free, the church is free. When the church is free, we can be busy about the work that our King sent us to do. And that's what we have to remember.
We thank you for your time. We appreciate you taking time to talk with us today. Thank you for what you're doing for me, a constituent. I look forward to talking